Hello, my name is Sebastián Camilo Sánchez Cárdenas. My group is conformed by Isabela Suárez Chingate and Valerie González Sánchez. The title of our documental is An Strange Culture. For this documental, we investigate about the Yanomamis. These cultures have an special art, that is to eat the age of the people that die. This tribe is lost territory because the territory have been destroyed by mining. This territory for the Yanomami. They are located in the frontier from Brazil and Venezuela. The temperature where they live is hot and is a forestal zone. And we select this title because it has a special habit that we don't know.
When he created this, the person thinks that are so great. So the Yanomami the ground must food in their garden like bananas, yams, potato, and taro. And hi, my name is Valerie González, and today I going to talk about what is Yanomami culture, where are the traditions, what is the typical food, and rituals and belief that have their culture. So the culture have a tradition that Oman was the creator of everything that we see now, like the mountains, the plants, the trees, and they are person that grow their our food and things.
Okay, I'm going to speak about the bizarre culture. Culture are tribes and cultures that are different and have activities and practices very strange. We choose the Yanomami tribe because they eat the age of their relatives that died. Because this tribe think that they save the soul and conserve the energy of the person that died. So we think that is a bizarre culture and strange, but also this is interesting. Now the relation with the identity. The identity is the characteristics that have a society or a person and represent it. So this culture and his practices are the representation of they, and this is their identity. This culture has been changed some a little bit because Brazil lost their territory, also by the mining in the caves. These cultures don't affect the human rights, don't don't break the human rights. So they know what is good and what is bad for them. But this culture said these activities and these practices, but specifically don't affect nothing the human rights. Our culture is very different from the Yanomami culture. We do very different activities that they don't do. Their activities are very strange, but our no. We don't practice the activities that they do because we think that are strange and eat the age from a dead person is really disgusting. So we think that is good and strange, but we don't practice these types of.
And finally, I think that a consequence for it, the age for a corpse, is that the people can get sick and have very strange illnesses.
For their reflection, I think that it's very difficult to tell an adult that something is wrong when all his life has done that. And I don't think that he thinks that it is wrong because it comes from his ancestors and they were very wise. And I think that the culture is depends the context. Science for what we may seem bad, for him, for them is good, and or the contrary.
Finally, I'm going to speak about this culture. This culture is a part of the history. It's very important as all the different cultures. Each one have different own practices and identities. We can think that these activities and practices and cultures are very strange, different, are good, are disgusting, etc. But we accept what they do. We respect the human, their culture, all of they, and the animal rights also.